Greetings fans and welcome to Berke Creations podcast. My name is Jofi and this is my knitting podcast from Transylvania, spiced up with my love for nature and gardening. Maybe you noticed the last episode was quite a short one, and that's because of some technical difficulties, and this situation still persists. So from now on, I don't know for how long, I could only do like maximum 15 minutes of podcast, but I think that's great. I try to be to the point, very clear, and every time I podcast, hopefully I will do that every week. I will talk about just a few projects. So in the background I have more projects going on, but today I'm gonna talk about only Sari Nordlund projects. So I have a finished object that was a test knit for her, and two new cast-ons from Sari Nordlund. So let's be quick and dive into it. So the first finished object is this one. It's the mini Sawyer pullover, and this is a version for children of the Sawyer pullover, and it's for children from 2 years old until 8 years old. So I made this one for my son. My son is gonna be 2 years old, but I knitted the 3 years old size, and this fits very good. I have now my favorite picture of him. Yeah, it was a lovely pattern, cables overall and moss stitch. It went surprisingly fast. I cast on with a tubular cast on. That's my favorite one, and that was recommended in the pattern, and that's great. Then it has a folded neckband that you add at the end. It's knitted from bottom up in the round, and sleeves also from bottom up. Yes, that also starts with a tubular cast on, and later everything is, the sleeves are sewn onto the garment, and the stitches are picked up to do the neckline. I'm very happy with this pattern. The only mistake that I made, that it's always, this is an issue, that a normal cast off, it's just like my normal cast off, even if I use a larger needle, it's just too tight. So for this neck I just really whip stitched it down because it's folded very loosely. His head can go through easily, but it's like on a limit. So maybe I will have to go back and redo the cast off, and maybe just do tubular cast off. I don't know why I didn't do that. Yep, yeah. So it's a great pattern, and it will be coming out, I think, soon. Have no idea exactly when, but we finished our projects, and the yarn is nothing special. It's just a DK weight yarn. It's called Merino Superfine. Yeah, I just found this kind of skeins, and it has no real name or company name, so it's Merino Superfine, and It's 240 meters per 100 gram. So yeah, I was concerned that it's too luscious to pop the cables, but after all, I like the effect. And this is a pattern that I want to have matchy with my son. Adult version, the Sawyer pullover, which actually was released much earlier, and it's available on Ravelry. And I'm using the same yarn. I already cast on and did the tubular cast on, and that's something that I do on the needles. It's worked there also in a round, but you can see this is not yet in a round. And I often do that with garments, that the ribbing, I just go back and forth for a couple of rows, so then at the end, later on, it's easier to have everything in a round and to see all the edges and not to twist my project. That happened to me once, and I don't know, maybe Elizabeth Zimmerman's or some kind of I don't know where I heard about this little hack, but I mean, it's fine to do just a couple of rows back and forth and then join in a round later. So I already started that, and this I wanted to be for myself the matching bigger version of the Sawyer, but now I am thinking maybe I am choosing a size that will fit me and my partner too, so I'm if he likes, he can have the matching pullover with his son, and that would be great. I still owe my partner a knitted pullover, but yeah, let's hope that this yarn is soft enough. I mean, it's pretty soft. It's like really, it's almost like it would be cotton. But it says it's merino. So yes, and then the third Sari Nordlund project that I'm working on is the Kutar pullover, and this is how it looks like, the yoke. I have it on a long cable now so that I can photograph it, and just I tried it on a little bit. And the Kutar is knitted in DK weight yarn or fingering held double with mohair, and these are my yarns. So the fingering weight yarn is a little bit muddier blue, and the mohair is like really striking, really luscious blue, and I love the effect that these two are having together. So it gives a much depth to it to use mohair. Sari Nordlund has the Kutar KAL, so, and to have a KAL, it's kind of motivating for me. So you can check it out. I think it runs until end of May, so there is still plenty of time, I guess, to finish a pullover in DK weight yarn. This intriguing lace pattern, it's the main feature of it, and it's kind of reflected in the sleeves, at the edge of the sleeves. And Sari said that this pattern was something that she took from the Japanese stitching Bible, and she changed it up a little bit. So, and yeah, I must say it's a kind of quite a different lace and traveling stitches pattern. No, it's just lace and decreases and increases. So yeah, it's just a lace, quite intriguing lace pattern. I never ever made something similar to it. And yeah, with the mohair it's a little bit more subtle, but I think it's lovely. So this is something that I'm working on only when I have time, or only when I am bored of other projects, because I have some I have one more test knit on the needles, but I'm not gonna show that right now. So, and that's kind of has more importance at the moment. So whenever I have time, I just do a few rows of this beautiful Kutar lace pattern. Yeah, so that's it. So if you want to find me, I am Berke Creations on Instagram, and we have also a Ravelry group, and I have everything linked down below. And I think my son wants to tell you today's word, today's Hungarian word. So thank you for being here, and see you next time. Bye! Shoma. Tuesday?
Tudor?
Tuesday? Tuesday?
Tudor?